thought I'd give a review of the Rogue Dumbbell tiered storage system. It's huge. So currently I bought these we've had these for a while. These are off of Amazon. They're pretty small. Let's see, they hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, essentially 6 mid-tier size, pairs of dumbbells, two per shelf. Excuse me. And we have a couple of those, and then we were just kind of throwing the big weights on the floor. And so I finally sprung for the Rogue storage system. What's taken me so long to get it is pretty darn expensive. If you want 3 tiers of dumbbells, you're looking at $750, which is a hefty investment for storage. I think getting this may have knocked $100 off or something like that. But so anyways, put together, you got to get it all put together. It comes in pieces, very heavy, very sturdy. So pros and cons. I did like getting these for the top. I love the way it looks. It seems, it's legit. We already had the storage. There's no reason to add more. We couldn't have fit all the dumbbells on one unit anyways. So it worked out perfect for us. Do your measurements ahead of time. You can see how big that is compared to the other ones. It's wide as these. These are 4x6 floor panels. And so you can see that it's actually going to be a little longer than the 6-foot floor panel. Or that's a 4x6. Are these 6x8s? These are 4x8s. I'm sorry, I said 4x6. They're 4x8s. The 4x8 plywood 4 panels. I don't know what I was thinking. So it's really long. So pros and cons, super sturdy. I love the way it's coated. It comes with casters. I didn't put them on. We're not going to move this thing around, so we're not going to use those. Fairly easy to put together. These are the 1-inch bolts, so I don't have a socket for these massive ones for the Rogue rack. I would like to get one. I imagine those are 1.5-inch to 2-inch bolts. These are 1-inch. I have a socket for these, so it was really fast to put together with the hammer drill, and not hard to do. Heavy. Doing it by myself was kind of hard. I didn't have any help for this one, so I did it by myself, and that was a little hard. But the obvious pros are this: it's not going to fall over. Super sturdy. You don't have to worry about rocking it with heavy weight. I like putting the heavier weight on the top levels because they're heavy. When you're loading and unloading and you're tired, it's easier to get them on and off. The cons is actually the spacing. These lean. These ones over here have a little lean to them, and it makes accessing the dumbbells a little easier. And I do like the way Rogue does it, where there's one lip down at the bottom versus these have 2 lips. You have a lip here in the top, lip here at the bottom. And this, I don't like it this way because, man, these are knuckle bangers. If you're throwing your weights up there, you're exhausted, you chunk them up there, you're going to pinch your finger or bang your knuckles on them. Really, really easy. And those are knuckle bangers. You're never going to do that here. The way that Rogue has them, that's just the one shelf at the bottom, makes it easy. But my problem is getting with heavy weight in and out. Your arm is, the angle, your arm, because it doesn't lean back, your arm is hitting whatever's on top. Down here, my arm is going to hit this other weight and this other bar. By not having that lean, it's not as easy getting them in and out. I mean, just look at the difference. Straight up here versus down here, how much easier and more accessible the handles are versus the Rogue. They're not as accessible. They're not as far out there because there's no lean to it. And I can appreciate something that has a little lean now that I've got something that doesn't. And then you can see the spacing is actually a little different. So look how close that top level is to that bar versus how much room there is there. And I mean, granted, that's because those are at an angle. So because this shelf's at an angle and this one's at an angle, it gives me the same amount of space top and bottom. But because this is not at an angle, now because I chose the second shelf to be at an angle, it limits how much space I have here at the top. And so sliding those dumbbells in and out gets a little harder. Not as easy as you'd think, but it is what it is. And, you wouldn't want, the other option would be to have this somehow be at an angle and also have a shelf, a larger shelf, so that the medicine balls don't fall off. Maybe that's a better solution. This looks great, but it does present this spacing problem in the back. And I don't really think, we could try to put the medicine balls on the bottom, but when you're in the middle of doing medicine ball work, you're going to be throwing them on and off real fast, and you're grabbing different ones, and I don't feel like it makes sense to have those at the bottom of some storage like this. So they're at the top, and it does make it harder. Maybe having something that's similar to the shelf that leans, that just has a larger lip to keep them from falling off would be better and provide a little more accessibility. I also think Rogue should give the option of buying one of these that's at an angle. Having one be at an angle like that, man, would sure be nice to get those heavy dumbbells in and out, for sure. But it's nice. It's an expensive piece of. We try to invest in our gym and invest in ourselves, but this one has always been a little bit hard for me to justify because I just feel like it was such an expensive piece for what you're getting, which is just storage. But it's been a while since we bought some things, and so we splurged for it and got the dumbbells up off the floor, which is nice. You can see all the boxes that Rogue sends. This is everything from our new shipment, between that dumbbell storage there and the storage back, the hanging storage back in the back. We got the new bar right there on the floor. A couple new little small things, nothing major, but some new J cups, stuff like that. But anyway, so new storage. If you have any questions, let me know. Be glad to answer. You can adjust the height as you need. I just have mine equally spaced. So you can adjust those as needed. And if you have any questions, let me know. The gym looks dirty, but we just got the new shipment in, and I haven't taken that to the dump yet. But anyway, take care. If you have any questions, just ask. I'd be glad to help you out. That's it.